Yo, what's going on YouTube? My name is Bear, and today we are here with the Dragon Ball Super episode 103 review. I know it's been quite a while since I've done a episode review for Super, but it's because I ran into a lot of scheduling issues and I wasn't really able to upload for the past few weeks because events have been happening in my life. But I guess a lot of you don't really give a fuck about my life, but I mean, if you do, that's great. If you don't, whatever. If you guys are excited to hear today's review, please smash that like button in the face, and I don't know, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I'm not gonna play my intro because usually in my reviews I don't really like to play my intro, but basically I'm gonna like sort of structure this intro in a, or not intro, but this review in a different way because pretty much this episode was kind of split in three parts. Pretty much you have the beginning part with Android 17, Ribrianne, the other chick, and Goku fighting, and then we go on to Gohan fighting Botamo, and then we also have the Universe 10 fighters stepping in and fighting Piccolo and Gohan. I almost forgot who those characters were for a second. So pretty much the episode starts out with Ribrianne mad because I forgot who the girl, the like Wolverine girl, was like knocked out of the tournament, and it kind of pissed Ribrianne off because she was like, oh, how dare you like knock out like a hero or whatever, and she called Android 17 basically a villain and asked him like, what's your name, and 17 responded like, oh, I'm Android 17. So they go and fight, and at one point they're pretty much like he's pretty much like kicking her ass, and Goku is fighting the other girl, you know, the one that just like keeps blasting and blasting and blasting, and he forces her into a corner into which Ribrianne shows up out of nowhere and is like, okay, don't worry, there's like with every like princess or whatever, there's always like the knight that comes in and like sort of saves them. So then the Universe 2 guy, for the yard rat guy, I don't know what to call it, from Universe 2 kind of steps in, and he's kind of like, oh, hey, don't worry, or no, I think he's the guy that says that, I don't even remember, someone says like, oh yeah, don't worry, like every princess has like their knight to like save them or whatever, and they pretty much retreat from there on out. And at that point, Goku and 17 separate, and we move on to a member of Universe 10 being eliminated. I don't remember by who, but they were eliminated, and leaving two members of Universe 10 to be the last two guys to be there before elimination. But anyways, so what the hell was I trying to say? I don't even remember. Basically what happens is Botamo shows up and confronts Piccolo and Gohan, and Gohan was pretty much like, hey Piccolo, don't worry, I've pretty much got this. So then Gohan decides to punch Botamo, and at first I was kind of like, wait, why would he punch Botamo? Because I'm pretty sure that Goku probably would have told him something about Botamo's ability of absorbing attacks and transferring it to a different dimension. But at the same time, I also thought about the fact that like, hey, Gohan's probably smart. Probably smart. He is smart. I mean, he's basically a professor, a teacher, whatever the heck you want to call him, and he has a lot of fighting knowledge. And I pretty much had a feeling that he was trying to lift Botamo off of his feet, and so that he wouldn't be able to move, even though like, I mean, he could have just like grabbed him and sort of like thrown him off of the platform. But I mean, that works too. But I mean, Whis kind of states throughout the episode that the way that Gohan is like fighting is that he's kind of like using more energy than he should, which I think is kind of a problem. But I mean, from the looks of the current Dragon Ball Super ending, where it's Goku and Gohan at the end of it, I kind of am really getting the hint that Gohan is probably going to be, it'll be probably Goku and Gohan that are going to be the last two remaining fighters from Team Universe 7. Vegeta's probably gonna be knocked out before Gohan is, and I mean, unless Gohan doesn't get knocked out at all, which I mean, this is the perfect opportunity that a lot of Dragon Ball fans have been waiting to, where Gohan is like, you know, actually being able to show himself and shine in the light or whatever. I don't even know, it's a weird phrase to kind of go by. I have no idea what to fucking call that, but basically, yeah, so Gohan knocks Botamo off of the arena by basically punching him, which is kind of a waste of energy. But pretty much Goku was actually watching the whole time. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I told him about like Botamo's secret, or like his ability of like absorbing moves and like, you know, transferring them like so he doesn't get hurt or whatever. And I mean, Goku was pretty much proud of his son, even though I mean at this point he's still Piccolo's son. And pretty much Gohan and Piccolo get spotted by the last two members of Universe 10, and pretty much Piccolo is actually able to knock out the he fights the red guy with the dreads. I think he has dreads. He knocks him out with the Hellzone grenade. I actually thought he was gonna kill him because he blasted him off the arena. So I was like, oh god, he's probably gonna die. But he actually didn't die, which is lucky for him. Which, I mean, well, not so lucky for him because Gohan fights the green guy, and the green guy has like this weird thing where he can like kind of disappear. Like, you can sense his energy, but you can't really like see where he is, I guess you could say. So it kind of was like really tricky for Gohan. And then this is also another thing where Whis kind of says that Gohan is he's exhausting faster than he should. Because what Gohan figured out is that every time he gets hit, he needs to hit back. Because when the guy hits him, he turns back. He's not invisible anymore. So then he just like keeps hitting him back and forth, and they just keep exchanging blows, which isn't really the smartest idea. Because, I mean, Gohan is taking damage from him, obviously. But, I mean, to each his own or whatever. And pretty much Gohan knocks him out with a Kamehameha. And surprisingly, the Angel of Universe 10 was kind of sad when Gowasu and the elephant god of destruction kind of left. Like, she didn't like smirk or anything. She just kind of did look kind of sad, which kind of makes me wonder what the angels are actually planning. I mean, there's a bunch of theory videos out there about what the angels are planning. If some of them are like trying to betray the Omni King, or if all of them are trying to betray the Omni King. But from what we've seen from the Universe 10 Angel, it doesn't really look like she is trying to cause any sort of harm or anything. But then again, I mean, Gowasu was probably like the nicest Supreme Kai that we've seen so far. Well, I mean, like a lot of the Supreme Kais were, well, unless you're Sidra, but I mean, the God of Destruction was kind of aggressive, but I mean, I really did like Gowasu a lot, and I mean, it really sucks that he had to go. And the guy that Gohan actually blasted had a pendant of his family, and honestly, like, when I was looking at that, I felt really bad because, I mean, he's dead, there's nothing they can really do about it, and I mean, he had a family, but I mean, he didn't even really get to say one last goodbye to them unless he could see them in the other world, which I don't really think happens because the Omni King, you know, kind of destroyed everything. But pretty much that's what happened in this episode. It was actually kind of really depressing towards the end. But next week's episode, we do have a surprise that, I mean, a lot of the anime fans haven't seen in a long time. And that is the revelation that Goku, well, not revelation, but like the fact that Goku is going to be using Super Saiyan Red, Super Saiyan Gal, whatever the heck you want to call it, with Hit against Dispo and the blue bald guy from Universe 9. Their Universe 9, no, Universe 11. Wow, I don't even know my universes. But pretty much that's what's gonna happen next week. I'm really excited to see Goku and Hit team up for the first time against a foe. But I kind of wanted Gohan to fight Dispo, but I mean, to each his own. I don't know how things are really gonna turn out. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this Dragon Ball Super episode 103 review. If you guys enjoyed today's review, hit that like button in the face. My name is Psycho Bear. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Rate, comment, and subscribe for more content, and I will catch you guys in the next video, review, whatever the heck you want. See ya.